everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Priscilla, and this is the Carnivore Journey. I just wrapped up my third week, so I am 21 days into Carnivore, and I'm very excited about giving you an update. In my last video, on video 2, I talked about how I've had so much energy lately. And the reason why I've had so much energy is because my body is in ketosis. If you don't know what ketosis is, it's basically a metabolical stage that occurs within our body that uses the fat that we have for energy instead of glucose. A month ago, I was using sugar to fuel my body. And because I was using sugar like candy, ice cream, Cokes, coffee, all those wonderful sugary items, I was never able to lose weight because instead of burning fat, I was just burning the glucose within my body, which was just making me gain more weight. Starting next week in video 4, I am going to start diving more into the science behind carnivore and why carnivore works. If you have watched video 1 and 2, I was mostly just going over about who I am and why I decided to do carnivore. Just kind of like this video where I'm going to give you a quick update about what's going on with me and how I'm doing, but I'm going to start in video 4 getting into more of the science and how food affects our bodies and just why this works. So let me give you a little bit of update about my week. This week was extremely busy because it is the last week of summer break. I can't believe it. School is starting back up. Kids are getting ready for school. And on Monday, we had a lot going on. We had to go and tour the school, pick up schedules, go get last minute school shopping done. And then of course I gave the kids the choice of where they wanted to go and have lunch, and they picked pizza. But why would they not? They're kids. We went into the pizza place and the aroma just hit me like crazy. I had to have a conversation within myself saying, Priscilla, is this worth it? What, is that pizza going to be worth it for you? If you go up and give in now, is that salad bar, is that going to make you happy? And I had to have a conversation with the old Priscilla and the Priscilla that I am striving to be each and every day and who I've been for the past 21 days. After I remembered my why and why I was doing carnivore, it kind of just went away. I wasn't affected so much by the pizza, the smell, the sugary drinks, the buffet in general. And I was just able to sit there and enjoy my time with my family and engage in conversations and get excited about the upcoming school year. Tuesday was great. Had a lot going on, had a lot of energy. I've been cleaning out closets. I've been getting a lot of things done at the house, making a lot of donations. Because I feel so good physically, mentally, emotionally, inside and out, I have really been cleaning out my home as well, which to me is just an example of what it is I'm going through on the inside, just trying to get rid of anything and everything I don't need anymore that's not serving me and getting rid of it and bringing in the new. So that's exactly what we did on Tuesday. Wednesday, I headed to work. We were super busy at work like we always are. Thursday, I went to work, same thing. I wasn't feeling exactly my best on Thursday. My back was giving me a lot of problems and I had to go home, which is really not like me because I love working so much. But I went home, I laid down, I rested, and I'm hoping in September when I get to meet with my back specialist, he can tell me what other things that I can do to help strengthen my back. I do want to start incorporating working out, but I haven't done that yet because, to be honest with you, I'm really just scared. The pain that occurred when I hurt my back on June 2nd is like no other pain I have ever felt. For just a brief moment of time, I could not feel my legs. I could not stand up. I was wheeled out in a wheelchair and taken to the hospital. I thought I was going to be paralyzed. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but for about 20 minutes, I was not able to stand on my legs, and that was extremely scary. So right now, the reason I'm not working out is because I don't want to cause any further damage. I do not want to hurt my body because eventually I do want to work out. Friday, great day at work, busy. My back was still giving me a little bit of problems, so I had to sit a little bit more at work, but I got through it. I may not physically have a lot of energy, but where I can do a lot, but I do in the inside, and that's been great. Got through the weekend, had a wonderful weekend. I can't describe how I feel. And on top of it, I was able to wear a pair of pants that I have not been able to wear in 2 months. When I got hurt back in June, I wore a pair of pants. They were my favorite pair of blue jeans, and I wore them all the time. Shortly after my accident and I hurt my back, I wasn't able to wear them anymore. And I just chalked that up to because I was on prescriptions, but I also was laying in bed because for about 3 weeks, I was really down, like down physically, not mentally or emotionally. I was just down. And I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize my healing process. I'm not trying to make up excuses and say it was all the prescription and medications that I was on that helped that caused weight, but in some ways I do think the pain pills and the steroids that I was on did cause me to gain weight because I was constantly hungry as well as being very emotional. So to be able to put those on this week and wear them and button them up and zip them without any problem, I was super happy. I was beyond happy. So that is really how my week went. I just felt great. I did have a couple of mental setbacks this week, but I was able to talk myself through it. And let me tell you something. I kind of think of it, and I know this might be silly, but every single time that I am in those moments where I have to decide to either go down this road or go down this road, and I choose to not give in to those temptations and not give in to the food that does not do my body any justice, I feel stronger and stronger, and it just justifies more on what my reasons for doing the carnivore journey. It is okay to have temptations. It is okay to have cravings. It is okay. We are humans and it is going to happen. You are not doing anything wrong because you are still having cravings or you're still battling within yourself. That is normal. And if you, for some reason, get off track and you go in there and one night you eat a bowl of cereal or whatever it is that is your favorite food or that one thing that just makes you so happy to eat, and you do, please, please, please don't penalize yourself so bad. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just get back up, dust it off, and keep going. Just keep going. It's okay. We're all humans at the end of the day. We all make mistakes. But if it makes you feel bad when you did it, then the next time that happens, you'll be that much stronger and the temptation won't have such a hold on you. I love doing carnivore. It's not been easy at times, not only physically, but mentally as well. It is a mental battle. And we're going to start talking more about that in week 4. We don't realize how much food really does affect us. And start learning the science behind how food affects people with diabetes, how food affects people with high blood pressure, how people are affected by thyroid issues. And we're going to start diving into that. So I hope that you will continue to follow me on this journey. The reason why I'm doing this channel is because I want to help people. I have battled my weight for 10 years. For 10 years. When I was about 32 years old, I couldn't get my weight under control. I don't know what it was. Right after I got out of my 20s, when I hit my 30s, I did every kind of diet you could imagine. Every diet. Took every diet pill, drank every diet shake, took every class that I could do just to lose weight. But really what it comes down to is if you want to lose weight, you got to do your research and you've got to eat right. And I wasn't changing things in my diet, and that's why I couldn't keep the weight off. When I told you in the last video that I had lost 76 pounds because of the diet that I was doing, I was still eating food that wasn't good for me. I was still eating fruits, and I was still eating vegetables and having salads, and I was having to work out a lot to lose that 76 pounds. And you know what the bad thing about it was? Is I was still hungry all the time. On this, I'm not hungry. I feel full. I can eat 1 to 2 meals a day and feel full. When I was on the other diets, I had to eat constantly. I had to eat breakfast, I had to eat lunch, I had to eat dinner, and I had to have 2 snacks just to feel like I wasn't starving and that my body was getting what it needed. And to me, That doesn't seem right. To me, that doesn't seem that my body was getting what it needed. It was lacking something. But ever since I've been on the carnivore journey, my body just takes to is taking to the food that I am giving it, and it is using all of that fuel for energy and all the stored up fat that I have for energy. There is one thing that I did notice this week. I have swelling in the back of my leg. I did some research on it and read up on the internet about what's going on with it. It's like a little bit of pocket of fat. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's just a clump of cells that is behind my legs, and it's very squishy. And what I've read, and I'm going to dive deeper into it and get a better understanding about what's going on. But from what I read, it was just due to standing up too much, laying down too much, or it's just fat that is stored within that particular part of my body. But since I've been doing carnivore, it seems like it's starting to shrink, which that is nice because it is very noticeable. When I wear leggings, when I wear jeans, I can see it, so I'm imagining that other people can see it, and I can be a little self-conscious about it, and it drives me crazy. But I'm hoping that the more and more I do the carnivore and I'm on this carnivore journey, that it will continue to decrease. I will definitely be keeping my eye out on that. Other things that I have noticed is that when I was at home the other night and I looked over at Philip and I was like, your hair looks extremely good tonight. It looks extra great. He has a great head of hair. It's very, very nice. It's very soft and it curls at the end. He has beautiful hair. But it just looked extra beautiful. He's been on carnivore just a little bit longer than I have. And when I did some research, it said that carnivore helps people with like hair loss, and it helps people to regrow, and it helps grow hair. And I have noticed that about him, and I've been complimenting him for about a week on him. Like, your hair looks amazing. I don't know what you're doing. Did you switch your shampoo? Are you using conditioner? What is going on with it? But it is strictly because of carnivore. His hair looks shinier. It looks healthier. It looks amazing. And he has a little bit longer hair. He keeps his hair longer. So those are just some fun things that I have learned this week. There's so much information out there, and we are going to start diving deeper into the information. I want to help people. I want to teach people. I want to be able to relate and be relatable to those who are watching. I have struggled. If I know anything about struggling with weight, well, I am definitely that person because I have. I have struggled. It does something to your self-confidence. It does something for your self-esteem. And I have been down all those roads. I have been down on myself. I have felt bad about myself. I have body shamed myself. I don't like wearing a bathing suit. I don't like wearing shorts. I don't like being in a skirt and dresses. And that's just because I'm not comfortable in my own skin and my own body. But I have noticed in the past week or so, I'm very happy with it. And yes, do I still have weight to lose? Do I still have a long ways to go? Yes, I do. But the fact is, somebody who's been so very shy, so very timid, and so, oh, I need to keep cover because I don't feel comfortable with who I am in my own body. To be able to walk around the house in a tank top or be able to walk around in some pajamas without pajama pants underneath, that says a lot, especially knowing what kind and who I am as a person. So let me give you what my weight is today. So last week in video 2, I told you my weight, and I was right at 202.6 pounds. As of today, 21 days in, I am at 199.0. I have lost over 3 pounds this week, and I am so happy. I'm so excited. I have been making so much progress. So since I started at 214 pounds, I'm down to 199 even. Yes, I still have a long ways to go to meet my goal, but the fact is I'm doing it and I feel good. So I hope that you will continue with me on this journey and stay tuned. And if you like this video, then subscribe so that you never miss another episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. if you have time, look up what ketosis is, look up what glucose and what glucose does within the bloodstream. We are going to get further into that starting next week. So I hope that you will hit the like button, hit the subscribe and the bell for notifications so that you don't miss any more of my videos. Thank you for your time, and I will see you all next week. Bye.